Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? I know this is a rare second occurrence, but it is what it is. So if you are watching the replay, make sure you hashtag replay so that I know that you were here. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. I post my Facebook Live replays on YouTube, and I appreciate you. What's going on, ED? What's up, dude? So I'm going to give you all a moment to get on, and then we're going to get down with this get down. Let me share this out in a couple of places. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. All right, let me get this out into some of my favorite places, and then we're going to get going. All right, there we go. Hello, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Hello, hello, hello. Give me about 30 more seconds, and then that's how long it's going to take me to share this into my favorite spots, and then we're going to get going. And it looks like I'm having a technology fail too, so I'm going to have to be doing some manual work later. That's always fun. All right. 'Tis what it is. All right. There we go. Okay. So first, I want to welcome you. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady. I help home business owners win the tax game by helping you keep more of the money that you earn and paying less to Uncle Sam in taxes. What up, Bert, baby? Congrats on your big sale. Hey, do it, do it. Okay, so let's talk about it. I had a consult with a tax client today. And one of the things that we talked about, is on the money management end. Even us fabulous tax people, we know about, a little bit about money management, just a teensy little bit. But one of the things that she was talking about, as we were just sitting there really having a get to know each other type conversation. And she was saying that how, her business is young and she's feeling like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then we got to talking about money. But then it comes out that, she's not paying herself. And you know what? That's just like so many of us, right? We're new in business. We're putting all the money into the business. We are reinvesting in the business, right? And we're not paying ourselves. But let me explain to you why you need to pay yourself in your business. You need to train yourself to pay yourself in your business, even if it's a small percentage of what you earn, okay? The main reason you need to pay yourself is that so really it can help keep you motivated, right? Because let me put it to you this way. Let's go back. I want everybody to think back to their first job. If you remember how much you made on your first job, put it in the comments. How much did you make on your first job? Let me know how much you made in your first job. I'm going to tell y'all how much I made on my first job, right? How much did you make? Ooh, Stephanie made $7 an hour. Dang, girl, you were bossing out. $7 an hour on your first job. Wow. Okay, so on my first job, I made, I do believe, $4.75 an hour. It was minimum wage. I worked at a convenience store, right? Not a convenience store, but it was a store kind of like Walmart before Walmart got there. I used to work at Rose's, okay? I was a cashier at Rose's. I was a senior in high school. I do believe it was $4.75 an hour. It was whatever the minimum wage was at that time in 1989, okay? Now, if you were offered a job making what you made back then, would you accept it? Would you accept a job right now making what you made on your first job as a teenager, whether you were babysitting or whatever? Would you work for that right now? Yes or no? Yes or no? Would you work for that right now? Stephanie said, oh, hell no. But would you work for that right now, though? I mean, think about it. If somebody said, hey, like somebody came to me, hey, Lysandra, I got a job for you that I'm going to pay you $4.75 an hour. Would you work for that? No, you wouldn't. But When you don't pay yourself in your business, you're working for less than that. You're working for nothing. If you had a job paying you nothing, would you continue to go? The answer is no. So why would you, even as your own employer, not pay yourself in your business? Why wouldn't you do that? Because when you don't pay yourself in your business, you are working for nothing, which is less than the $7 an hour, which is less than the $4.75 an hour. You're working for nothing. Okay? So this is why you have to pay yourself, because like I said, if you got a job and if you went to work at a job, right, and they were supposed to pay you and they kept putting you off and don't pay you and don't pay you and don't pay you, how long would you go back? It wouldn't be that long. But why would you allow yourself to treat you worse than some stranger? Why would you do that? Okay, so this is why you need to discipline yourself to pay yourself with the money you make. I don't care if you make $100, $10 of that should go to you. Okay. And so this is why you have got to pay yourself, because if you don't pay yourself when you really don't wanna, you're not gonna. Okay. When you really don't want to work, you're not going to work, because you're saying, why should I do that? Why should I keep doing that? When really, if you were paying yourself, even if you were paying yourself a little bit, at least there is some hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You are amassing something for yourself, right? So you've got to pay yourself. And so when you don't want to, then you're going to think about the goals that you have, where it's to go, if it's to go get a whole, new set of makeup, go buy you a new outfit, get you some shoes, buy you a car, go on vacay, whatever that looks like for you. When you pay yourself, that's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you motivated. And so what we have to learn how to do is to set aside funds to pay ourselves. Set aside funds to pay your taxes. Okay, let's not forget tax man, because he's coming. Okay, but then you run your business off of what's left. What we do is we run our business first, and then we pay ourselves nothing. We see the latest toy. We look at our bank account and go, ooh, I have money for that. And then we go buy it. And then you don't consider, hey, I haven't paid myself yet. Would you really be down with an employer that went and bought some new toy before they paid you for your work? No, you'd be hot as fish grease and you'd quit. By not paying yourself, you're doing the same thing. You are setting yourself up for failure. Okay? If you don't spend any of the money that you earn, then I don't care. I don't care if you get enough to buy a cheeseburger. That's a cheeseburger that you bought with the money that you earned based on the gifts that you have put out into the marketplace. And so then if only thing you're doing is making enough money to buy a cheeseburger, then that's something that's psychologically in you that says, I need to go do more so I can buy more cheeseburgers or go buy the whole restaurant, right? But because it's that you're getting paid, you're doing something and you're seeing the fruits of your labor and you're able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So I want you to just, take a pause right now. Right? If you're not paying yourself in your business, take a pause and ask yourself why. If you're saying to yourself, well, I'm spending, all this money in my business, then I want you to really look at your business and say, what is it I don't need? What kind of toys are you paying for in your business that you don't need? Are you paying for some way cool software that you don't use? What are you doing? What are you doing with your money? And see, that is what a lot of business owners don't know, is where the money is going. They're just writing checks, right? We're just writing checks. We're just paying this bill comes up, we're paying this bill, not really stopping to say, you know what? Is this really benefiting me? Like, why do I have this? I've been there, but there are people who are paying for stuff just so they can feel included. You have absolutely no logical reason for paying for whatever this is. So you got to start taking a hard look at your business. You pay for the things that you really need to run your business. And then, you know what? Shut everything else off. Shut it off. right? Because if you're not having enough money to pay yourself at least 10% of what you bring in, you need to go revamp some stuff. You need to go revamp some stuff. You need to bring in some more money, and you need to cut those expenses. You need to start paying yourself, setting aside money for your taxes, and then running your business on other stuff, on less than. You need to be spending about 35% of your income on your business. If you're spending more than that, then you need to relook at some stuff. And I get it. When you're starting out in business, yeah, your expenses are going to be high. That is expected. But if you've been in business for 3, 4, 5 years and you're not paying yourself, you are going to be out of business soon. This is why folks got a business within the first 5 years. It's because of cash flow issues. So if your cash flow issues aren't allowing you to pay yourself, then you know you got cash flow issues. If you don't have any money, then you need to ask yourself, why don't I have any money? Is it that my sales are down? Is it that my marketing sucks? Is it that I'm spending too much of the money that I make? You guys, you have to go back and look at this stuff, and you need to be able to pay yourself. Okay? You don't have to wait until you make 6 figures to pay yourself. You need to train yourself to pay yourself now, because if you're faithful with a little, you'll be faithful with a lot. Okay? That's the truth. So yeah, you can be paying yourself if you train yourself to pay yourself first, set aside money for your taxes. That's at the very minimum. Okay, really, that's at the very minimum, to set aside money for you, set aside money for your taxes, and then use the rest of that for your business at the very minimum. There's some other stuff that you can be doing, but I get when you're first getting started, yeah, we got a lot of expenses because you're just getting started and you're investing money and you haven't sold anything yet. The income is small, but no matter how small the income is, pay yourself. Got to pay yourself something. Okay? Once a month, pay yourself something. Set that money aside. Put it in a whole different account. All right? So, I really hope this helps you. Money management, guys, the whole cash flow issue, with small business owners, that's why they go out of business. The majority of small business owners go out of business because of cash flow issues, poor money management, no managing the income, no managing the outgo. You make all this money, then you be like MC Hammer, go bankrupt because y'all writing checks to everybody and really not, really not being a good steward of what you bring in. Okay. So I really hope this brings some value to you guys. If you got some good nuggets, make sure you share it out. I really do appreciate you being here. Have a fantastic day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.